Yes, sir. Welcome back to another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, know the voice, know the guys, me. Really raw, villain raw. Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, not bad. Not bad on a recap of yesterday's show. 1-1. DeJounte Murray. I mean, one, he took the fewest attempts that he's taken that I mentioned, but it's okay. Again, another bad day for DeJounte Murray. Who was it? Trey Murphy was actually the guy I was thinking about that I probably should have bet on. Trey Murphy had a great day. DeJounte DeJounte Murray did not. I had a little bit of hiccups there, but DeJounte Murray did not have a great day. So he didn't get over his points prop. But it doesn't matter because the Denver over and the Hawks over yet again cashes for us so easily. I mean, it was north of 250 points in that game. I wasn't even concerned about it being 247 for the total. It very, very, very happy with the turnout of that game and that over. And so we go 1-1. Fine. Let's sweep the next day. I'm not going to waste any time. I have two picks for you, and I want to go ahead and give you your time back on this episode. But first, before I do that, I got to remind you all that you should be tracking your bets with the Betting Pros app. 100% sync your sportsbook with the Betting Pros app. It has all of that data there for you. Player prop picks, game picks, system plays, all of that in any sport that you're really looking for. I mean, look at it: NBA, WNBA, NFL, MLB, soccer. Like, you have all of that at your disposal. Take advantage of it at the Betting Pros app. You get the prop bet cheat sheet that helps you create better bets systems. My manager has been using the system plays for like the better part of a few months, and he's up like 100 units, and he just bets them every single day. You can do that too with the Betting Pros app. Go lock into the Betting Pros app. You can even get Betting Pros Premium for free, 7-day free trial when you get the app. Go over there to the App Store, Google Play Store to get that opportunity. Over there at the Betting Pros app, where you have a chance to, one, track all your bets in one place, but also it gives you everything you need to be a better. All right, let's get to this. Which one of these plays do I want to give out first? Probably shouldn't change the mojo. It feels like we've kind of sort of gotten into a really, really good mojo, so I should probably just keep it going. So I do have yet another total for you. This one is going to be in the Boston Celtics, who are traveling on the road, going to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves are catching 3.5 right now, catching 3.5. Have a couple of systems here that really does like a play on the under in this game. Starting with just the fact that both of these two teams have been playing excellent defensively, and I mean 100% locked in defensively. You know how Boston gets down, and they've been one of the top defenses all year round. But this Minnesota team, who prides themselves on defense, really, really rough in the start of the season. They've started to turn it on a lot more as of late, but not only a lot more as of late, they really, really, really have turned it on at home and become one of the best defenses in the league at home. Right now, over the course of the past 5 games, they're actually the fourth best defense overall in terms of defensive rating, in terms of opponents' points per game. Uh, they do it all, and they are really, really good defensively at home. And you would think of it like a lot of players, a lot of teams get up, especially in the home road splits. And it seems like Minnesota is buying in a lot more to being a really, really good home team and not letting people come into their building and shoot them out the gym. So you have that going for you. You also have a Boston team that we know is already really good defensively. They're top 10 defensively on the road. They're top 10 defensively in all metrics. And you have a Minnesota team that runs a really, really slow pace here, 24th over the course of the season. in pace, but 24th at home over the course of the past 5 games as well. And so I think that they'll be able to control the pace a little bit here. I think that they are going to get up for this spot. The defending champions coming to town, and that's always Boston is the team that a lot of teams that feel like they are on the cups of the playoffs, or they can make a deep playoff run, or they have a shot at the NBA finals. Boston is a team that everybody gets up for. Boston is a team that everybody, hey, we want to show what we can do. This is the litmus test for them. And so I think that in this game, you're going to get a high level of basketball in terms of playoff basketball. And I think that's going to involve a lot of defense here. And so Boston right now has been really, really struggling. You heard Joe Mazzulla. Well, you might not have heard Joe Mazzulla talk about it, but Joe Mazzulla has talked about it in interviews very, very recently about Boston's shooting struggles from three, and that, hey, we're a really, really good defensive group. Look at their last game. They held an NBA team, regardless of who it is. And you guys should understand that when I say regardless of who it is, I mean that really, really means something. But regardless of who it is, and it really doesn't matter to me, if you hold another NBA team to 71 points, there is something there about your defense. This is the NBA. 71 points. This is the NBA. So I know I'm not concerned about Boston defensively at all. And I think that the offensive struggles that they're having is why I also lean into an under here as well. So that's going to be the play. I really trust the defense on both sides. I think Minnesota is going to be able to control the pace. I think that Boston has had this shooting slump where, hey, they can have a good game and they can score 125 points and they can come back the next day and not be able to hit a three at all. And you have a Minnesota team that's been guarding the three pretty well, actually, over the course of the last 5 games. They are a top 10 defense in terms of defending the three. So if you're able to take away the 3-point shot from the Boston Celtics, make them put the ball on the floor and make them try to drive into the basket and go, attack Rudy Gobert, who I'm not high on, but at the end of the day, this is a big and he's a pretty solid rim defender. So if you're making them put the ball on the floor, going at these guys and potentially turning the ball over as well, because Minnesota's been really, really good in terms of forcing turnovers, just not capitalizing off of those turnovers. All of that bodes well for an under for me. So I like the under 219.5 for the Boston Celtics in the Minnesota Timberwolves game. All right. Play number 2, prop bet cheat sheet. Prop bet cheat sheet loves Khris Middleton. That's where I'm going with play number 2 in the Milwaukee Bucks game. Khris Middleton to go over 4.5 assists here. We got the prop bet cheat sheet that has this projected for 5.3 assists in this game, 61% cover probability. Khris Middleton's been amazing to this line since coming back from injury this season. He has hit this line in 7 of his 10 games played this season, including last game against Indiana where he had 7 assists. You're looking at the head-to-head matchup against the Brooklyn Nets, and Khris Middleton has gone over this line in 3 of his 4 games against them. I think this is another opportunity where Brooklyn, with the trade of Dorian Finney-Smith, I think they got a little bit worse defensively, and I could see a Milwaukee Bucks team coming into the game uh, and really thinking they can take advantage. They're 14-point favorites. They're expecting a certain level of scoring from the Milwaukee Bucks, and Khris Middleton's been model consistency for this team and just being able to continuously get the ball to his teammates. One, because he's still kind of shaking back from his injury issues, getting back into full game shape himself. But this is also what Khris Middleton does. Khris Middleton's always been a facilitator. He's always been able to run this offense. And so I think that that's kind of been lost and forgotten, and the books are kind of slow to adjusting this line. This line probably should be at 5.5, 6.5, because Khris Middleton does have that kind of impact on the lineup, and it's not. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and take the 4.5 here. Over 4.5 on the assists. He's gone over this in his last game against the Nets. I think he'll be able to do it again. I like Khris Middleton to go over 4.5 assists in this game, be able to get his ball to a lot of those distributors and playmakers and just keep this Milwaukee Bucks offense being consistent. So there we go. With that, those are the 2 plays that I have for you. We're going to go with let's see here. Khris Middleton over 4.5 assists, and the under in the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Boston Celtics game. Those are the two plays for a Thursday in the NBA. With that, I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow and make sure you give us a follow over there on X at BettingPros. You can give us a follow on TikTok at BettingPros as well, at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros. So, hey, also remember, keep leaving comments. We're going to have a new giveaway for the month of January. We'll be announcing the giveaway of the Tyler Hero jersey. Let's do that. Let's call it Monday. Yeah, that's how we'll start. We'll start it off Monday. January 6th, Raw on Netflix for the WWE fans that I have. So why not? Let's go ahead and give the jersey out that day. So we'll make the announcement of who won the jersey on Monday for December, the Tyler Hero jersey. But it's okay. Even though I don't have what jersey we're giving away in January just yet, you can continue to just go ahead and get those comments, subscriptions, all of that in, and we'll announce that later on. And guess what? You already have your entry. So there we go. All right, that's it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna end it like this. We are out of here.